Let's talk storytelling. As a DM, you are the primary source of storytelling in a D&D or any TTRPG game. Most of the storytelling and the world building you are doing is done through narration. As a DM, you spend most of your time narrate what happened in the world around the player. You'll say what they see, you'll say what the NPC around them do, you say what the enemy do. So most of it is you talking. But I think there are other way to do storytelling or world building as a GM. You don't have to only do the narration. There's one way to do storytelling and world building that I think is not done that much, but can enhance a lot a game. And it is storytelling through maps. So today I want to talk about how you can add little details when you do custom maps to tell a story. How you can help player understand what happened or what will happen through subtle clue they can find on your maps. And to do that, we'll do three different examples of map I've done and how I've hidden some little clues, some little details to enhance the storytelling and the world building. Let's start with our first example, the jungle temple map. In my campaign, the players had to descend into this underground temple to reach a door leading even deeper below. But instead of just drawing rooms and hallways, I used the map itself to tell a story. The story of what happened here over the past few decades. The temple is now home to three distinct factions, and I represented each one right on the map. The first faction still honors the temple's origin. Their section of the map had clean architecture, repaired walls, and well-maintained statues. The decorations are intact, showing respect and pride. These people are descended from the temple original builders, but they've become too few and too weak to hold the place entirely. The second faction live in a rougher state. Their area looks dirty and chaotic, has scattered piles of rubble and plus debris blocking the doors, suggesting they've barricaded themselves out of fear of their neighbors. Little details like this tell the player something about their mindset: defensive, untrusting, maybe even paranoid. And finally, the third faction are complete outsider. They entered through a break in the wall, that breach right here. Just by looking at it, player can tell these newcomers forced their way in, carving out their own space in a ruin already divided between rival groups. All these small clues, the way walls looks, where debris lies, the contrast between area, give your player subtle hints about the history and relationship of the faction long before they ever meet them. Now, let's look at the second example, the Witch Lair. This map tells the story of an event that already happened. The player may never see it occur, but they can read it through the environment. The blood stain in the center shows that someone was attacked right here. The broken bookshelf suggests someone came in desperate, searching for something. Notice that the chest and other furniture are untouched. That tells us this wasn't an ordinary robbery, but a targeted theft. And if you look closer, you might see marks at the feet of that statue. That little detail hints that there's something hidden, maybe a secret door, maybe the witch escape route. Without any text or narration, these visual clues guide players to piece together what happened. Someone broke in, attacked a victim, found and stole a specific book, and possibly escaped through the secret passage. That environmental storytelling at its best. The map itself becomes a silent narrator. For the third example, we'll use this house. So I start by putting some special flower near a corpse. I'll put the same flower in the kitchen. I put another one in a cart outside, and I'll put a few more inside one of the bedroom. So the idea here is to let the player think or know that there was been some poison that happened. someone poisoned the guest in the house using this special flower. After that, another thing I'll do to create a bit of storytelling is to put one of the bookshelf at an angle. When the player will see that it doesn't have the same angle, they'll think that it might be a secret passage. And the third thing I'll do is add muddy footstep. So those muddy footsteps give the idea that someone breaking the house from the forest to take something. So those three little detail create a story of what happened in that house. So now that we've seen how we can add little details in our map to add to the storytelling and the world building aspect of our game, I will let you with two final tips on how to better execute this. The first one is to let your player know. They have to know that it's something you will do. Because if it is something that just appear out of the blue during your campaign, your player may not know that they have to look for those little details, or they can just brush those details aside, thinking that it's just some part of a map that you find online. The second tip I want to left you with is that your storytelling through map should always be an enhancement of your narration, but never be the primary source of storytelling or world building. What I mean by that is they should never be a detail on your map that if your player miss, the campaign stop. There should always be other way for player to get the information they need, or the information should be optional, something more bonus they can find. Because you don't want to stop your game while your player look at your map like they're looking to a Waldo page searching for detail they missed. It should be something fun that add to the experience, not something that blocks it. So I hope that this little video helped you and inspire you to create map with more detail and story hidden in it. Please share with me what you do to enhance your storytelling on your map or otherwise, and subscribe for daily D&D creation. I hope you'll have a good day. Bye.